Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, it's Thursday, and you know what that means. It's time for the TNA Event Center report. And now here's the man to give you all the total nonstop action and impactful report, Mr. Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977, episode 2430, ladies and gentlemen. It is July 31st, 2025, 11:01 p.m. We're 59 minutes away from August. But before I do that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Rant and Rave to see me and William return. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We talked a lot about Bash at the Beach 2000, and we made our SummerSlam picks and predictions. Like I said, what we're going to do, you're going to hear them again on my episode of the SmackDown Event Center after I get done with chilling with Jordy, which is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really excited about how things are going to turn out and stuff. And like I said, before we continue on, I want to let you know what's coming up. As you know, tomorrow will begin August. That means to be the first Fearless Friday of August 2025. That's why the Portuguese Feast will be happening this weekend. I'll be going there Saturday and Sunday. And so you'll be hearing some roadside shenanigans from those. There'll be two more episodes 15 and 16 of the roadside shenanigans. That's right, of 1999. So, and I will, like I said, I will I will talk going to the feast, inside the feast, and coming home from the feast. I'm probably going to end up taking pictures and selfies with friends, people I run into there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. So, hopefully there's wrestling there like last year, so I can enjoy it and watch it. It'll be a whole lot of fun, and we shall see what happens. All right, so let's get right to it. We're going to talk about TNA, ladies and gentlemen. The battle lines have been drawn, ladies and gentlemen, and the X Division title was on the line. Leon Slater, and this is another fallout from Slammiversary. So if that's the case, let's see if I'm right. Yeah, I think. No, it's Slammiversary. So yeah, so the battle line's been drawn. Leon Slater makes his first X Division Championship title defense in a triple threat against Cedric Alexander and representing the Order 4, Jason Hotch. Leon Slater ended up retaining the title, and then he was talking a little bit of smack with Cedric Alexander, and it seemed like Cedric Alexander wants a one-on-one matchup against Slater. Filling in for Gia Miller, even though she's been cleared, Gabby Laspiza looks like she looks like Jennifer Esposito. Interviewed Masha Slamovich how she wants that Knockouts title back from JC Jane. As you know, like I said, battle lines have been drawn there. And Cedric Alexander was talking to Slater and discussing about how he wants a title match, and Slater says he'll talk to Santino. Meanwhile, Indy Hartwell and Danny Luna teaming up against the team of Jody Threat and Ariana Grace. You know, I heard that Jody Threat's also from Canada, and so is Ariana Grace. So you get an international conglomeration of a team, of a tag match here. Indy Hartwell and Danny Luna, Indy from Australia, Danny Luna from England, against the two Canadian ladies. And during the match, Victoria Crawford appeared at ringside, and Indy Hartwell and Danny Luna picked up the victory, and then, and Victoria Crawford's going like this, and, Indy Hartwell and Danny Luna were like, what the heck are you talking about? Well, here is another matchup that could decide the next challengers for the Hardys for the tag titles. The Rascals, and that would be Zachary Wentz, and filling in for the injured Trey Miguel, that would be Myron Reed, to go up against the Nemets. And the Rascals ended up winning the belts, and then the Nemets were complaining to the crowd about wanting the tag team titles, and they said they're going to get an emergence. And then as they're running their mouths, the hometown man comes out, interrupts the Nemets and confronts them, and then folks folks, I'm going to try to describe it the best I can, but I was multitasking. This was on, Collision, AEW Collision was on, and I was doing Rant and Rave, my return, and I think they were, hometown man was standing up for the people in his hometown, and the Nevers beat the crap out of our hometown man, took his mask away, but the Rascals came out to clear the ring of the Nemesis. Frankie Kazarian's promo about being a champion. In fact, I think Frank Kazarian is still obsessed with being TNA champion. He has not had that title yet. Mike Santana addresses the crowd saying that even though he lost, he is not giving up. He is not giving up a quest to challenge for the TNA World title and trying to win it. And that's what Mike Santana, props to him on that. Then the Knockouts title was on the line. JC Jade and Monster Slamovich went at it. But Ash by Elegance decided to get involved in the matchup, giving Slamovich the win by disqualification. Fatal Influence starts yelling at Elegance Bland. Elegance Bland started talking smack. Here comes Lee and Zaya Brookside to basically clear house. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about. So I'm sure they're arguing. Meanwhile, Casey Navarro's leg is getting checked out, but then First Class and Trick Williams were talking. I said, you know what? He might not be cleared. He says, you better be out. And AJ Francis, you better be out there. We want you out there. Get going. Santino Marella was upset with the Elegance brand for their involvement in that matchup, and then Monster Slamovich decided to confront them. And then Marella makes the title match next week between JC Jane and Ash by Elegance for the Knockouts Championship, but the winner will face Monster Slamovich. So there's that. Then Mara Shade promoting on joining TNA. Why she gave us a little background of her story. And then Order 4 Victory Rally, and introducing a new member of the Order 4, Mustafa Ali introduces Agent Zero, the big guy that helped. And then Joe Hendry comes out, interrupts the Order 4, and shows pictures of John Skyler. You know, like is this his face carved out? Is the cardboard cut out of his face on a wrestling buddy, which is pretty hilarious. Doing all sorts of stuff, and then Ali and Hendry, Ali starts berating Joe Hendry, and Joe Hendry basically wants Ali in a matchup, so we'll see what happens there. Tom Hennepin interviewed Sami Callihan, and Callihan talks about his background, and Sami Callihan says Moose may be right, and about what he said. But Moose says he retracted all those statements, but he said Moose may be right, though. Speaking of Moose, him and Eddie Edwards in a tag match against Trick Williams and AJ Francis, and JDC is out because of the fact that Casey Navarro can't go, and so it looks like Moose wants to get a shot at the TNA World title. He wants to get that title back to TNA. So, Trick Williams versus Moose would not be a bad match. I would gladly sign off on that match. That'd be really great to see. Well, that is all the time that we have on this show, on this episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And what's going to be, like I said, the next episode we'll talk about what happened on AEW Collision. I am going to try to get these videos uploaded before midnight. Because the rant race, it looks on way I want to get caught up on my videos and everything else. So, because this weekend will be a whole lot of, covering, so to speak. I got a lot of ground to cover, between, doing the Roadside Shenanigans and SummerSlam reports. We're doing a two-night SummerSlam report, so possibly in the next episode, I'll plan it out. I'll have to write down how I want to plan it out. That way, people will, but I will upload the videos and whatnot and everything else in between. So, that's it for next episode. We'll talk about AEW Collision. And until The next episode comes rolling around. Mr. Announcer, sir, if you may, I know you do this for free, but let's do it, though. Take us home.
That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.